Miss International Queen 2012 Philippines! Miss International Queen 2015 Philippines!
What is up, Aquila Crystal Palace Tagaytay? How are you guys doing today? Well, welcome to the Miss International Queen Philippines Presscon 2021. My name is CJ Reyes, your host for today. So despite the traffic and the rainy weather, we would like to thank you for joining us in this event. So I think we can all agree naman na yan, di ba? Na Philippines is a nation of beautiful people. Well, kasama rin po natin, aside sa ating mga press who are present here this afternoon, ang ating Team Zoom all over the world. Hello po sa inyo. Ayan, sa ating Team Zoom na nakaantaway sa ating press conference this afternoon. So, call your friends and relatives na at ayain natin po sila na sumali para we can all have fun today. So we love to celebrate life and its beauty, kaya naman we are very fond of every contest that represents our country. Sabi nga nila, #Proud Pinoy. Well, isa nga po dyan ang mga beauty pageants. Kung may World Cup sa ibang bansa, sa atin naman po ay may beauty pageants. Do you agree sa ating mga press? Agree po ba tayo? Alright, so we all know Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International, etc. Napakadaming pageants na po. Pero may isa pang international beauty pageant kung saan namamayagpag ang Pinoy. It's the biggest, most prestigious beauty pageant for transgender women. And this year, magaganap po ang first ever search for that coveted title. Kaya naman let me welcome you to the Miss International Queen Philippines Presscon. So let's start by acknowledging all of the press who are here today. So siguro, marami na po silang katanungan. And I'm sure yung ating mga Team Zoom, yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon via Zoom, ay marami rin gustong itanong, especially sa ating mga previous title holders. And of course, ayan, sa ating mga, ayan po ang ating Team Zoom. Hello po sa inyo, good afternoon. Ayan, sa ating press na nandito ngayon nag-join via Zoom. And of course, ayan, let's acknowledge ang ating mga visitors, ang ating mga people of the press. Let's start with Edge Tenoria from Pageantology 101. Hello, good afternoon. And we have also from Entertainment News Portal, Arvin Cabachete. Good afternoon, sir. We have Francois Diaz from Pageant Mag Philippines. Welcome to the press sir. We have also from Pageant Trend, J. Barbo. Hello. And from the Philippine Pageantry, Tristan Francisco. Hello. Good afternoon. We have also from Pageantry News International, Jose Rivera. Good afternoon, sir. And from Celebrate International, Mark Palave. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Miss Philippines, Daniel Gray. Hello po. Ayan, hello po. From Pageant Talk, yan. Antonio there. From Rated K, we have also Arma Bakar. From Titas of Pageantry via Zoom, yan. Joining us via Zoom, Benet Secrado. Hello po. Yan, sa ating mga press na join sa atin via Zoom. We have also from Missology PH, Amir Emir. Good afternoon po. And of course, we have also Tito Norman Pino, who is joining us this afternoon also via Zoom. And from Eventology, we have Sir Ferdinand. Hello, Sir. Ferdinand Abeon. Ayan. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And I think, yan, marami tayong malalaman ng mga pasabog, especially this time nagaganapin nga sa ating country ang prestigious pageant na Miss International Queen. So, ayan, mamaya we will give you the floor to ask questions sa ating mga exiko. And syempre, since nakilala na po natin ang ating mga minamahal na press people, sa bawat beauty contest may Miss Photogenic. Kaya naman ako, tignan natin kung sino sa atin ngayon ang may pinaka-photogenic pose. Yan, mag-post na kayo ng yung mga selfie using the hashtag Miss International Queen Presscon. So anyone can join, you can start posting now. Again, ang ating hashtag ay Miss International Queen Presscon. Yan, ito ay paramihan ng likes. So, simulan nyo nang i-message ang inyong mga kaibigan na yan, i-like ng inyong mga post. Siyempre, ang may pinakamaraming likes, nako, magkakaroon siyempre ng papremyo. Abangan natin kung ano yung pamimigyan natin mamaya. Siyempre, Team Zoom, kasali po kayo. Ayan, sa ating mga friends yan na join sa atin via Zoom. Kasali din po kayo, so huwag kayong magpadalo. And habang naghihintay po tayo ng Miss Photogenic ng ating Miss International Queen Presscon, let us all distinguish the Filipina transgender women that put the Philippine flag on the map of Miss International Queen. So everyone, let's all watch this.
Proudly representing the 7,107 colorful and fiesta islands of the Philippines.
My name is Kevin Ballet, representing the Philippines.
Bayan niyang pinili, nasa dulo ng bahaghari. Kaya't 1,000 kulay nangaakit kumakaway. Piliin mo rin ang Pilipinas, kapulo ang kwintas ng perlas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo, kayamanan niyang litas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas.
I believe that I'm very simple, dear, conceptual, and being simple makes me simply the best.
A true queen does not want just a beautiful face or a golden crown, but a true queen also possesses a golden heart. And that what makes a queen. And that what makes her beautiful inside out.
Miss International Queen 2012 goes to
Kapulo ang kwintas ng perlas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo, kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas.
There you have it. Yan, tunay nga naman, di ba? Ang ating mga transgender women, hindi lang namamayagpag dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, binandera nila ang ating bandila, even international pageants. Kaya naman, we are lucky to have with us this afternoon some of the transgender women to grace Miss International Queen. So let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the astonishing 2006 Miss International Queen First Runner-Up. Please welcome Miss Patricia Montecarlo. Hello, good afternoon. Ayan, Miss Patricia. Pati mo naman ang ating mga...
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you very much for coming.
Ayan, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Ayan, matanong na lang natin si Miss Patricia bilang 2006 Miss International Queen First Runner-Up. How's the experience during your time na nakuha mo yung title na First Runner-Up ng Miss International Queen? Ano ba yung mga nabago sa iyong career, sa iyong buhay?
Well, it was an experience of a lifetime. Siyempre, siguro lahat naman ng transgender women dream na makasali sa international pageant kasi ever since I was a child, pinangarap ko na maging Miss Universe. But unfortunately, since during that time, hindi pa pwede ang transgender sa Miss Universe, ang only venue na lang for us is Miss International Queen. So, I took the chance to join, and fortunately, pinalad naman ang Atlantis first runner. Ano bang nabago sa buhay ko? Siguro, yun yung mas tumaas ang kumpiyansa ko sa sarili ko than before. And nagkaroon ako ng pagkakataon na makagawa ng television commercial dahil dun sa may experience na yun. Mas syempre, mas tumaas yung respeto ng kapwa ko, trans women, especially yung mga batang trans women na ma-inspire them to be better.
Talaga namang it opens many opportunities, di ba, para sa ating mga queen. So thank you so much mamaya. Ayan, magkakaroon tayo ng question and answer. I hope and makapag-share ka pa ng iyong mga stories and mga advices sa ating mga aspirants. Thank you so much, Ms. Patricia. You may now take your seat. Ayan, maraming salamat. So now, ang ating next na special guest this afternoon, she is a 2004 Miss International Queen, second runner-up, the first ever transgender woman represent the country in Miss International Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Maria Cristina Dandan. Good afternoon, and to Miss Maria Cristina Dandan. You look so lovely this afternoon. And ayan, bilang pati naman natin ating mga press.
To our distinguished, lovely press people, thanks for gracing this event. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Yeah, especially yung ating mga nasa Zoom din na nakatutok sa atin this afternoon. So ayun, Miss Maria Cristina Dandan, ang aking katanungan na sa'yo, what are your message to our aspirants this year? Kasi I think mas nag-level up na ngayon, di ba? Bilang naging mataas yung standards ng mga Pilipino when it comes to pageant. Ano yung advice na mabibigay mo sa kanila?
I think lagi ko naman sinasabi every year, kasi as the first trans Pinay na sumali sa Miss International Queen, almost every year, lahat ng mga representative ng Philippines always calls me, pumupunta sa akin, and then they're asking for advice. And I always said na, just be yourself. Don't pretend, kasi makikita at makikita yung tunay na nasa puso mo, nasa damdamin mo, and it will show in every time that you speak, every time you talk, lahat ng gagawin mo. So, lalo ngayon, social media is a big part of trans pageant. So, I think you should be more true to yourself.
Yun. So, and mamaya, Ms. Maria Cristina Dandan, magkakaroon pa tayo ng question and answer with the press. And I hope na makapagbigay ka pa ng mga stories and mga experience mo regarding this pageant. So, thank you so much. You may now take your seat. Thank you. So once again, that's Ms. Maria Cristina Dandan, our 2004 Miss International Queen, second runner-up. And now, syempre, meron din tayong makakasama via Zoom. So all the way from the Queen City of the South, the 2020 Miss International Queen Top 6 finalists, the lovely Miss Jess Labades, our first transgender woman flight attendant.
Hi to everyone, and yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. So yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much for gracing our press con and this afternoon, Miss Jess. And we have some questions now here. So, how was your experience during your time sa Miss International Queen pageant?
The experience was really surreal. Like I cannot really forget the memories that I have shared with all the ladies and other contestants, and of course this staff as well. So it was really memorable when we had our journey during the pageant. So yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing your experiences. So, do you have any message to our aspiring candidates this year?
My message to all the aspiring candidates this year is just to be, just like everyone else's messages, advices, just to be themselves and don't put too much effort on their other stuff, like presenting yourself on stage, because you will glow when you are when you are yourself. Like you can never go wrong when you are just being yourself.
Ayan, ako. I hope na yung ating mga candidates yan makakuha kayo ng tips from our previous queens. And of course, last na lang po, Miss Jess, any message to our organization for this year's pageant? Any message?
To all the organizers who organized this, congratulations to you guys. And this is the first time that that Queen International came to the Philippines, and I hope this will be a blast, and this would not be possible without Mother Michelle Montecarlo, and for giving the opportunity to all the aspirants, to all the trans girls in the Philippines, because they are now this gave them the platform, the opportunity to present themselves. Because last time, like before years ago, only the Miss International Queen Thailand who can select the candidate, like handpick them. So everyone really has to to be hopeful, and this time around they have the chance to present themselves and be themselves. So thank you, Miss International Queen's organization.
All right, thank you so much once again. And to Miss Jess Labares, our 2020 Miss International Queen Top 6 finalist, and of course, she is the first transgender woman flight attendant. So this is really a milestone. So once again, thank you so much. And just stay with that because we have a question and answer to our guests later on. So now, ayan, grabe talaga ang ating mga previous title holders, talaga namang nakaka-proud. So imagine, diba, the first transgender woman is a finalist ng 2020 Miss International Queen. And now, we have another queen who will grace our press conference this afternoon. So, she is the Miss International Queen 2012. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the dashing Miss Kevin Balot.
Wow.
Hello. Ayan. Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you? How are you? At pwede mo batiin ang ating mga press who are watching live dito sa Aquila Crystal, and of course ang ating mga Team Zoom. Ayan, napakaganda ni Kevin. Ayan. So, Kevin, and kamusta naman tayo? So, can you tell something about your experience during the Miss International Queen pageant? During your time?
Miss International Queen is my best experience in my life. No? Kasi sobrang daming mga nangyari. Nag-charge ko ng laptop. So yun, sobrang dami nangyari. Like, I was able to meet new friends around the world, and yeah.
We all agree naman that. It opened many opportunities for your career, di ba?
Totoo yan. Sobrang nag-iba yung tingin ng mga tao when it comes to mga transgender women, and of course yung opportunity nga na meron kaming mas maraming work at mas tanggap kami ng mga tao.
Yun. And of course, do you have any message to our aspiring candidates for this year's pageant? For this year's pageant.
It's the same thing. Just be yourself. They need to be everything, to be beautiful, to have a nice body. They know how to present themselves, yung sarili nila. Kasi sobrang hirap talaga. And kailangan mentally strong sila. Yun. And of course, kailangan they know how to speak. Kung paano nila sabihin yung mga opinion nila sa mga bagay-bagay.
And syempre, last na lang po, Ms. Kevin, how about the message niyo po sa ating organizers for this year? We all know naman na we are on a pandemic pa rin. So medyo talagang, parang struggle pa rin yung mga events na ganito. So what are your message for them?
First and foremost, I want to congratulate our National Director, Ms. Michelle Montecarlo. And of course, the other team, Justin Aliman and Mami Jane. Congratulations po sa inyong hard work at finally meron na tayong Miss International Queen Philippines na kung saan nagbigay pa ng magandang opportunity sa ating mga transgender women here in the Philippines.
All right, so once again, there you have it, the Miss International Queen 2012, Miss Kevin Balot. Thank you so much, and just stay put lang po because later we are going to have a question and answer with our press and para makapag-share pa kayo ng maraming stories and experiences. So there you have it. We just have met our previous title holders of this prestigious pageant. And now, it is also my honor to introduce to you ang ating executive committee, starting with the honorary advisor and the producer of Miss International Queen Philippines. Please welcome Miss Jing Lumaban. Hello, good afternoon, Miss Jing. Can you greet our press who are present with us today?
Okay, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Nagpapasalamat po ako una sa lahat sa mga press na nakapunta kayo sa simpleng piging nito na pinipilit namin na noong pa man din sanang umpisahan due to IFTF protocols, kailangan natin sumunod. Maraming salamat.
Yes, due to many lockdowns, ECQ, MACQ, ano bang Q ang dumagdag. So at least we are now having this press conference. So, ayan Ms. Jing, as the producer of this pageant, what are the mga struggles and mga parang medyo adjustments na ginawa nyo? Since we are, di ba, pandemic pa rin and medyo hindi pa ganun ka allowed yung mga mass gatherings.
Actually, matagal ko nang balak mag-franchise ng MIV Philippines. But, we are given a chance na mapili. The fact is, actually, the MIV Philippines is a gift to trans community candidates. Usually kasi, ang mga trans na sumasali sa MIV Philippines is parang suntok sa kwan. Kung sino-sino na lang ang pwedeng pumasok. To end this statement, at least ngayon, meron ng magkakaroon na ng official and one representative for the entire Filipino trans community to represent of it.
Actually, that is, di ba, yung inaabangan din natin since magkakaroon tayo talaga ng executive committee na talaga namang alam yung ganitong mga pageants, di ba? At least we can send, di ba, a quality candidate ika nga. So ayan, Ms. Jing Lumaban, mamaya magkakaroon pa tayo ng maraming questions mula sa ating press. So as of now, you can have your seat. Thank you so much, Ms. Jing. Once again, and thank you so much po sa ating producer and the honorary advisor of the Miss International Queen Philippines Pageant. So now, ito na, ang aking next na i-introduce, of course, the CEO and the National Director of Miss International Queen Philippines. So without her, wala po tayo ngayon dito and wala ang pageant na ito. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Miss Michelle Montecarlo. A round of applause, everyone. Ayan. Hello ma'am. Good afternoon, Miss Michelle. Ayan. kindly greet our press po.
Good afternoon po to everyone. Sa lahat po ng pumunta ngayon. Hello? Sorry. So sa lahat po ng pumunta ngayon, we're really thankful, we're really grateful. Know that you would all be invited in every event that MIQ Philippines team would do from this day on forward. Magkwentuhan tayo po later, and I know sa dinami-dami ng pinagdaanan natin sa pandemya, you had to go on swab testing, which we did today, and kung umuulan, but you took all the effort, every one of you, every single of you took the effort to come here and be present to grace our press conference. Know that in our hearts, sa heart ng buong MIQ Philippines team, and of course, the Miss International Queen Headquarters, we are all grateful. Thank you for the support. And magchikahan tayo na mas marami later, and we have lots of surprises para po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
That was Miss Michelle. Mamaya, you can have your time naman to ask your questions para sa mga mangyayari for this year's pageant. So now, I'll give the floor to Miss Michelle Montecarlo as she presents the details of the Miss Queen International Philippines 2021 pageant. So Miss Michelle.
Yeah. Hi. So as I was saying earlier, hello. As I was saying earlier, gusto kong ikwento sa inyo kung paano nagsimula at kung ano ang organisasyon ng Miss International Queen Philippines. To top it all, we have our head office, which is what we call the Miss International Queen, na nakabase sa Pattaya. Miss International Queen is handled by Tiffany Show Pattaya Company, which have been in the industry for about 35 years. But Miss International Queen itself has been staging for 16 consecutive years. It so happened that it's just this year that they granted or awarded the franchise sa MIQ Philippines team. And what about our organization? It says here that Miss International Queen Philippines is a subsidiary of Miss International Queen, the world's prestigious and largest beauty pageant for transgender women, established in 2004 by the globally famous Tiffany Show Pattaya. One of our goal states that MIQ Philippines envisions a world where every member of the LGBTQ plus family has the freedom to live their truth without fear and with equality under the law, and empower them in building self-confidence and create opportunities for success. So isa sa pinaka-importanting goal ng MIQ Philippines is not just to stage a pageant, but we want to be the platform for people not just of our community, but lahat hangga't maaari. We want to give justice, we want to give freedom, we want to give equality for all. And it's not just about being pretty. We want to impart sa bawat kandidata rin that you have to be confident, that you have to be an achiever. It's not just a pretty face can be your passport, but intelligence, smartness, confidence is a visa that one can use para makapunta sa bawat destinasyon ng buhay niya. Recognized as the first and foremost annual beauty pageant of its kind, both MIQ and Miss International Queen Philippines objectives are to create a positive image of the LGBTQ plus community. It's known that we have this stigma about the members of our community, and one of our goals here in MIQ and MIQ Philippines is to tell the world, the universe rather, na we are not what they think we are. We are achievers. We are fashion designers, we are scientists, we are doctors, we are politicians, we are parents, single parents to lovely and intelligent kids as well. So isa to sa mga goals natin. Hindi lang basta pageant, but i-uplift ang ating image sa buong community. MIQ Philippines is a non-stock and non-profit organization aiming on achieving the under-mentioned. I'd just like to share that it was just last week that with the help of the MIQ Philippines team, we are officially registered under the Security and Exchange Commission. So it was a very painful, It was a very painful and tiring yet fulfilling experience at process. Kasi ang hirap pala magpa-register sa SEC. First, the name, and second, all the bylaws and we came to realize that putting up a corporation like this should have a good purpose. And because our purpose is not just to stage a beauty pageant, but our purpose is also with positive cause, we were granted that. So we already have the certificate. Registered na tayo sa SEC. Advocate by partnering with people across demographics, industries, and governments to provide leadership on how to back up pro-equality statements with real action. So our aim here in MIQ and MIQ Philippines as well is not just like puro advocacy, hindi lang puro din pag-aangal. So we want to take part in equating yung mga hinanaing natin with the equivalent actions we have to undertake. Promote local tourism by publicizing important tourist attractions of Philippines' 3 major islands. So this is the reason why we are making this a nationwide pageant. Kasi gusto natin i-promote ang buong sangkapuluan ng Pilipinas. So we want to show the world and everyone that the Philippine archipelago has many tourist spots to share. So we want to invite investors, we want to invite tourists, we want to invite everyone to fall in love with our country as much as we love the Philippines itself. Promote the Philippines as one of the best Asian tourist spots in the world. So with staging Miss International Queen Philippines, showing off the beauty of all our candidates and showing off how good we are when it comes to production, staging a pageant, we want to show the world that it's not just Asia, it's about the Philippines that Asia can boast about. Select the rightful crown spinner to represent our country in the international stage. So this is the end goal. We will be talking later of our target date. Ang end goal natin is to get the rightful woman to represent our country. So yun yung pinaka-aabangan nating lahat. Sino kaya ang kauna-unahang mapuputungan ng franchise Miss International Queen Philippines na corona? And so this is all about, about our organization. And
Yes, let me just introduce, of course, our CEO once again, Ms. Michelle Montecarlo. Of course, she is a Doctor of Education, Master of Arts in Communication, Master of Arts in Education from Waseda University, certificate holder, and also a former university professor, proprietor, international and national trans pageant title holder, and of course, Miss International Queen alumna, Miss Michelle Montecarlo.
Thank you po. And I'll just like to introduce as well some other members of our executive committee. Of course, you've met earlier our honorary advisor and executive producer, our mother, Madam Jean Lumaban, who is not just a company proprietor but a known philanthropist. I know some of you are Facebook friends of Mami Jean, and you can see in her page kung gaano siya tumutulong sa community natin and to the rest of lahat na nangangailangan sa kanya. So she's not just a pretty face, but of course she's a graduate and a product of the University of St. Louis of Trigara, which is so known in the northern part of our country. And of course, an ally and a warm advocate of our community. And now, May I present to you also one of the executive committees, isa sa mga pinaka-importanting pillars ng Miss International Queen Philippines. And I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of you, know about her. This is, let me call on Miss Andrea Justine Aliman, our MIQ Philippines Talent Development and Image Branding Chair, and of course, Executive Committee. Hello, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat and welcome po sa press ka ng Miss International Queen Philippines. And yes, and another one of the four executive committee members of the Miss International Queen Philippines. Let me please introduce to you Direk Roderick de la Cruz. So, Direk is our creative director. Siya po ang mamumuno at mag-lead sa production ng buong pageant po natin. So, she's also a member of our executive committee, who is of course known to everyone as an associate producer, floor director, audition master ng Eat Bulaga and Dating Pro. So later we'll talk more. If you have questions, we will be more than happy to answer them. Just to continue, ito yung mechanics on how we plan to push through on our event. The first is the online application of candidates. Please watch this. Honor that I'd like to share to everyone that to date, we have 224 online applications from all over the Philippines. Yes, 224. Kinilabutan po ako. 224 and yet hindi pa tayo nasa deadline because the deadline of submission of applications until 12 midnight na August 31. And what makes this interesting is out of the 224 applicants that we already have on hand, online, who submitted their applications online, we would only be picking 25 finalists. So out of 224 candidates at present, 25 lang po ang mag-advance sa grand finals. It is in this light that I'd like to formally announce as well at this moment that all that would be selected sa 224, the 25 lucky finalists would, would have to do their final registration, which would only cost them 15,000 for registration fee. And this 15,000 registration fee would cover almost everything that they would be needing sa buong pageant natin. From accommodation to to food, transportation, clothes, kits, of course, and their shoes, because we have lots of sponsors as well. And from then on, we'll have as well the candidates orientation, and then the pre-pageant. So pre-pageant po natin, ang target natin is on November 18, and it's gonna be held here in Aquila, being one of our major sponsors. Aquila Crystal Palace been great, generous enough to be part as one of the major sponsors ng ating pong pageant. And then of course, the coronation night, God willing, kapag wala pong naging problema, and we claim it, I claim it, the coronation night is on November 28, 2021, and the venue is to be announced. So meron kaming surpresa na ipapasabog soon para medyo may konting kilig at medyo konting what we call this, surprise and suspense kung saan natin siya gagawin. So we claim it. Our pre-pageant will be on November 18 and our grand finals will be on November 28, 2021. And of course, ito po ang isa sa pinaka-importante and which is, of course, I know you all are interested, all the girls. This is the first time that we would be announcing this one. What would a Miss International Queen have or get out of joining this very prestigious first ever staging of Miss International Queen Philippines? The first prize winner, the grand prize, the Miss International Queen Philippines would win 300,000 pesos in cash, 500,000 pesos worth of gift packages, the official MIQPH crown by God Diamonds, and the designer or the creator of the crown is Mr. Chavali. And then an official MIQ Philippines trophy, official MIQ Philippines sash, the entry fee to Miss International Queen, which costs almost malaki-laki din siya, and a round-trip ticket to Manila, Bangkok, Manila. And of course, we promise that Miss International Queen Philippines would be handled under our supervision, and of course our what do you call this? Stylist, head stylist, Justine Aliman. While the first runner-up would be getting 100,000 in cash, 100,000 pesos worth of gift package, official MIQ Philippines trophy, official MIQ Philippines sash. And the Miss International Queens Philippines second runner-up will be getting 50,000 pesos in cash, 50,000 pesos worth of gift package, official trophy, and official MIQ Philippines sash. So, with that said, I can't wait for November 28th so that we can give all the rightful girls the experience that they deserve and the prizes that each of our pre-top winners deserve as well.
There you have it. So once again, a round of applause for our CEO, Ms. Michelle Montecarlo. So really, di ba talaga naman, we are really expecting a world-class pageant, and of course, with the credentials of our Exicom, and the help of our previous queens, talaga naman we are assured that we are sending a quality representative, di ba, na lalaban for this year's pageant. So, ayan, and of course, we also show to you the prizes at stake for this pageant. So talaga naman, I'm sure na maraming magiging aspirants na talagang mag-join sa ating pageant. So now, it's time for our press interview question and answer. And we are all excited to witness the first Miss International Queen Philippines. So now, we are ready to answer your questions. So I think, sinulat nila sa kanilang mga papers and our, ating protein. And Sir, una natin kunin yung question mula kay Sir Francois Diaz from Pageant Mag Philippines. I think, whoever wants to answer can raise your hands na po sa ating Exicom. So, first question from Sir Francois. What are your projected plans for the LGBTQIA+ in the span of 5 years from now? Ms. Michelle?
As previously stated kanina doon sa ating mixing presentation, our goal, our aim, not just for the Queen, the reason why we're staging Miss International Queen Philippines is to help elevate first the image of this community. Second, we want to be the platform. We want to be the channel for equality. We want to be the channel for justice. We want to be the channel to educate everyone kung ano ba ang kahalagahan at kung ano ang parte ng LGBTQ sa komunidad natin. And of course, in this these years that we would be holding the pageant here in the Philippines, our plan as well is to put back the Philippines in the map through the LGBTQ community, through MIQ Philippines. We want to showcase sa buong mundo na ang Pilipinas ay isang magandang bansa. And of course, we want to give back sa ating komunidad by adopting not just one, not just two, if we can have it more than three charitable institutions. Of course, we will be very happy to help.
And all right, so I think the question number 2 is answered naman by Ms. Michelle. So the third question, what particular LGBTQIA+ issue that you think is necessary to address now and why?
Isang share ko lang sa inyong lahat. Every year, ang Miss International Queen Pageant is meron theme sila. For example, ang theme nila last year was being oneself. So every year, iba-iba sila. This year, ang theme ng Miss International Queen headquarters is World Equality. So we have to follow as one of the franchises sa Asia. Ang ipa-follow natin is to promote world equality and of course alleviating on top of it is alleviating of course ang concerns ng LGBT community. And I'd just like to share na hindi ko nakalimutan ko sabihin ko kanina, there are also other franchises sa buong Asia. One is Miss International Queen Japan, Miss International Queen Vietnam, and tayo, Miss International Queen Philippines.
Alright, there you have it. So last question na lang po. What makes it necessary for Miss International Queen Philippines to stage the pageant amidst the ongoing pandemic?
Siguro ang kahalagahan ng pageants like this, or especially, particularly yung Miss International Queen, is it will give hope sa mga tao na tuloy ang buhay sa kabila ng pandemya. Dahil kung natatandaan ninyo, last year, parang tumigil yung mundo natin nawala ng live TV, nasa bahay lang tayo lahat, pero unti-unti bumabalik siya. So yung magkakaroon ng Miss International Queen Pageant, pagkakataon siya para magbigay ng pag-asa sa lahat na nandulungan. At magbigay ng pag-asa, especially sa mga trans women, na karamihan ngayon because of matagal na namang issue, yung when it comes to employment, na walang trabaho, bibigyan sila ng pag-asa at tuloy ang buhay sa kabila ng pandemya. Yun siguro kahalaga.
Alright, there you have it. So once again, thank you so much for answering the question. Galing po yan, once again, from Pageant Mag Philippines, si Sir Francois Diaz. I hope na-answer po yung mga katanungan niyo, sir. So ang ating next question naman ay mula sa TPP or the Philippine Pageantry. Si Tristan Francisco. So ang kanyang first question, answer. The first question, will this be the one and only official franchise holder and delegate sender for Philippine entrance?
Yes, according to the contract, is yes. Whoever wins the first ever Miss International Queen Philippines will be the sole candidate and only entry of Philippine candidate for Miss International Queen to be held in Pageant.
Ayan, so it's an exclusive po ang ating.
Sorry. Dagdag ko lang para ma-stress yung point na pinresent ni Mami G sa atin. It's just like Miss Universe organization and having in the Philippines Miss Universe Philippines. MIQ is the Miss Universe of the trans pageantry, and here in the Philippines, the Miss Universe Philippines, the Miss International Queen Philippines. So kung sino man ang nanalo sa atin, siya lang ang kandidato natin.
That is correct. The exclusive and the official franchise holder. So next question. So many goddesses among Philippine trans pageantry now. So will you choose the deserving How will you choose? Sorry. How will you choose the deserving first Miss International Queen Philippines?
Hello, good afternoon. Siguro po, was more on we choose the right girl na mas experienced siya and she is, yung parang totoo siya sa sarili niya. And of course, if she has the guts and talent po to showcase yung trans community po.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering. And we all know naman, diba, the Philippine standard when it comes to pageant, talagang napakataas, diba? Starting from the winners natin, like sa ibang bansa, tuloy-tuloy na talaga yung ating pagiging masusi sa pagpili ng mga kandidata. So once again, thank you so much for the question, Sir Tristan Francisco mula sa the Philippine Pageantry. So moving on to our next question. Yan, mula naman sa Pageantology 101 kay Sir Edge. Why do you think that we need to have this International Queen franchise for Philippines, as on previous years, trans Pinay aspirants for Miss International Queen can directly apply in the pageant? So why do you think that we need to have this Miss International Queen franchise for Philippines? As on mga previous years, the trans Pinay aspirants naman for this International Queen can directly apply in the pageant.
That's one reason talaga kung bakit natin pinangarap at ngayon nakamit ang prangkisa ng MIQ Philippines, because from 2000, simula ng 2004, I myself, the four of us here, Mami Jean's been supportive, na siya sa Thailand, supported almost all of our representatives. The problem then was like, marami ang magpapasa online, and we are all like every day walking on eggshells, not knowing would we be picked, would we be chosen. So, ang goal, the reason why the MIQ Philippines team aimed on getting the franchise is to really have yung isang support lang sa ating kandidata. What happened before is isang taon, 4 ang Pilipina. Meron 3 ang Pilipina. Meron pa na mga nasa ibang bansa na Pilipina rin na dual citizen na i-represent ng ang nangyayari po kasi is nahahati ang suporta ng bansa natin. While if we have the franchise and one really legit at kaisa-isang representative on that stage sa MIQ, then we as a country can solely lahat ng effort natin, lahat ng support natin, maibibigay natin sa tag-iisang kandidata who would be the MIQ Philippines. Ewan ko na lang po kung sa suporta ng buong bayan natin is kung hindi pa natin maibalik sa ating bansa. That is also one reason why we thought of franchising, because it's long overdue. 2015 was the last time we had the crown sa ating bansa. And this year, and every year from this year on forward, our goal here in MIQ Philippines is to bring back the crown sa ating bansa. So that's the reason.
Thank you so much, Ms. Michelle. I think nasabi rin kanina ni Ms. Michelle yung tungkol dito, di ba? Sabi niya na parang kung sino-sino lang, di ba? Basta sumali. I think yun nga ang nagiging problem. The candidates has a lack of support, di ba? Unlike with, meron tayong official franchise holder, just like Miss Universe or Miss World, talagang susupport yung candidate na ating i-represent. So another question from Edge. Can you tell us the process on how did you acquire or get the franchise of MIQ?
With all humility, I'm very humble to share to everyone that I have been friends with the owner and the executive committee of MIQ and Tiffany from 2007. So kakilala ko na sila from 2007, and I've been an alumna of the pageant itself. And marami na sa kwento nila sa akin, marami na ang naghangad, marami ang nag-apply, marami ang sumubok, bumisita sa kanila sa Pattaya to acquire the franchise. Marami ang dumaan sa proseso kung paano nila makuha ang prangkisa sa ating bansa. And then there was this one night, I was just chatting. It was just a friendly chat with Madam Alisa Pantusa. And I was like, to be honest, ang sabi ko, Ma'am Alisa, can I join again? At I said, no, you're too old. Because we're friends, so we're na pag-usapan na. Sabi ko, but I want to join. They said, no, you're too old. And then they said, what about getting the franchise? And I told them, akala ko nagbibiro lang sila. And I told them, I'll be honest, I don't have the finance. I don't have all the network. I don't have the crown. I wasn't crowned Miss International Queen way back 2012 when I joined. So, and then they said, Michelle, what we need is not money because we are already a big corporation. That's what they said. What we need is a family in the Philippines na makakapag-alaga ng image ng Miss International Queen. So, what they were saying is that gusto nila mapunta sa tamang tao ang prangkisa para hindi ito maabuso. I was so flattered, I was so honored, but I told myself, I couldn't do it kasi I'm just a single entity. Nights na I was so overwhelmed. Nag-isip ako, sinong lalapitan ko, ang sakit ko pala sa dibdib na 2 weeks kong kinipkip sa dibdib ko na yung opportunities nasa harapan ko. An opportunity to get the franchise, not just the fame, but also an opportunity to help my community. I want to leave a legacy sa komunidad. And then after 2 weeks, ewan ko, bigyan nagkaroon ng sign, tumawag si Mami Jane, nangamusta siya, anak, Michelle, kamusta ka na? And then, that was the moment. I said, Mami Jane, can we have lunch tomorrow? I have a proposal. And then, it all began from there. And I asked Mami Jane, I told her about the proposal of MIQ Philippines. And I guess from here, Mami Jane can tell us the story. Actually, yung in-offer sa akin ni Michelle we have a lunch meeting. Hindi niya pa sa akin sinasabi kung ano yung pag-uusapan. At to back the story, nung nabanggit niya sa akin yung pagpa-franchise ng MIQ. And he said, meron ba tayong lalabas na pera dyan, Michelle? Meron. How much? More than 70 each. Okay. Michelle, I don't grab yet the opportunity. Being a businesswoman and entrepreneur, pag-iisipan ko muna, Michelle. Sabi ko, no commitment. But, inisip ko naman na matagal ko na rin pinangarap na magkaroon ng MIQ Philippines. Magkaroon na ng MIQ franchise. In which naman, di naman sa pagmamayabang nakaipon na rin tayo na kahit konti. Na pwede na rin isugal. In return back, binalikan ko si Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Magmi-meeting tayo with Direct Rod and Justin. Kasi, hindi lang tayo pwedeng mag-decide na dalawa. We need a team. Then, blessing in disguise, Michelle also na pareho kami lang naisip ng ka-team because of their expertise. Nung nag-ano kami na sa Araneta, Cubao, sa Burgo, hindi ko pa dinidiscuss kina Direct Road at saka kinano. But when they agreed at na-overwhelmed and na-goosebumps sila, okay, proceed na tayo. Yun na, planning to make a franchise, parang ano lang, parang sugal, despite na pandemic pa tayo, parang ang hirap siguro kumuha ng sponsor, parang kasi nowadays kasi parang walang gawa ang mga tao. Gusto lang namin kahit paano, sumunod din tayo ng mga IATF protocols kung paano ang magiging image ng MIQ Philippines to the Philippines itself and to the MIQ headquarters. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering that, Miss G, yeah, and sharing that story too. So once again, the question is from Edge from Pageant 101. And our next question naman is from Mark from Celebrate International. So I think yung two questions yun na-answer lang naman. So ito, what are the qualifications of a queen you are looking for? So I think the previous queens can answer this.
I think the qualities that MIQ Philippines are looking for is, syempre, lagi naman namin sinasabi, be true to yourself. Kasi ano man yung sabihin natin, ano man yung galaw natin, it will show. So, maging totoo tayo sa sabihin natin. And of course, someone who can not just stand in front of us or confront the world, but someone who can represent the whole Philippines. Na maipapakita niya kung ano ang pagiging totoong trans Pinay. So, I think someone na kaya i-handle ang pressure on and off stage, of course. Someone na kaya dalhin ang bandila ng Pilipinas at umagayin na.
Si Gila can add to that, no? Kanina nag-usap kami ni manager sa car on our way. Sabi ko, sana, marami na bang mga nag-submit ng application? Oo, madami na. Sana may mag-apply na hindi ko pa nakikita. Yung magugulat ako. Yung maganda yung profile. Yung kayang-kaya mong isaba kahit saan. Yung hindi lang basta magandang mukha, hindi lang dahil sikat at kilala ng mga trans women. Gusto ko makakita ng isang trans woman na magre-represent sa atin on a higher level. At natutuwa ako na sinabi ni Mami Jean, ang dami-daming nag-submit ng application na very impressive ang profile, may magna cum laude, may doktor, nakakatawa at nakaka-excite talaga itong MIT Philippines.
Alright, thank you for answering that question sa ating mga queens. So once again, the question is from Sir Mark Palawe from Celebrate International. So we have our next question naman from Pageant friend, J. Barbo. Okay? So, I think nasagot na itong prizes, diniscuss na kanina ni Ms. Michelle. And ito na lang, do you have any charity that MIQ supporting?
Yes, of course. That's one of the missions of Miss International Queen Philippines. So we are to look for the rightful organization that we would support. We are now, the MIQ Executive Committee is on search para makahanap ng kung sino ang isa, dalawa o tatlong charitable institutions na pwede natin supportan.
Ayan. So once again, the question is from si J. Barbo mula sa Pageant friend. So our next question is from, Anton. Anton from Pageant Talk. So, are there any minor titles? Minor titles?
Minor titles would be first runner-up, second runner-up. We have 3 queens naman. Yes. Tapos, of course, yung mga minor na best in talent, best in swimsuit, best in long gown, best in advocacy, but of course, isang Miss International Queen, title holder, first runner-up, and then the second runner-up.
Alright. So I think dito parang katulad sa Miss Universe, ito may mga Miss Supra, tama ba? Yung mga Miss Supranational, Miss Intercontinental. So, ayan. Next question naman, what are your plans in the rights of the LGBTQ community sa ating country? What are your plans of this organization para sa rights of the LGBTQ community?
As I have mentioned earlier at Latin, our plan here is MIQ Philippines be one of the channels. Alam ko, isang entity lang ng MIQ Philippines at maraming entities ang sumusulong para sa pagtatanggol ng karapatan ng ating komunidad. So, nakikiisa kami at makikiisa kami ang MIQ Philippines sa pagsulong ng ating karapatan. We would like to tie up, and we are tying up already with some politicians, government and non-government organizations as well. So, umasa kayo na, as I've mentioned nga kanina, na hindi lang tungkol ang MIQ Philippines sa pagandahan. Ito'y tungkol sa pagtulong, sa pag-educate ng tao, sa pakikibaka ng ating karapatan, at sa pagpapakilala ng Pilipinas, sa Pilipinas bilang isa sa pinakamagandang bansa sa Asia, kung hindi man sa buong mundo.
Thank you once again, Ms. Michelle, for answering that question. So, and thank you so much for your question. And Sir Anton, mula sa Pageant Talk.
And our next question naman is mula kay
Daniel Gray from Miss Philippines. Okay? What are your long-term plans now? You have the franchise for the Philippines under your management. Any long-term plans? Will you do this annually?
Share ko lang a bit about the contract. So, if it may look like it's all about glitz and glamour to get the franchise of Miss International Queen, but at the back of this beautiful setting, set up and what we're doing, if we, the MIQ of Exicom, is to judge a candidate or candidates para mag-represent sa ating bansa, gusto kong i-share sa inyo na every year, kami din po, ang Exicom, ay i-judge, i-critic ng MIQ headquarters, and if they find out that our organization or what we are doing here is not in line with their goal, that we are not capable and that we are not karapat-dapat ng franchise, the franchise would be revoked. So, hindi po siya ganun madali, hindi po siya ganun pero it's challenging, and that's what I like about the executive committee. That po kami is so embracing of the challenge to prove sa MIQ headquarters na karapat-dapat ang Pilipinas na mabigyan ng prangkisa ng Miss International.
Alright, so once again, thank you for your question. And Daniel Gray mula sa Miss Philippines Organization. So next question mula naman kay Arvin Kabatsyati mula sa Entertainment News Portal. So I think two of your questions was answered naman na. So ito na lang po, how many contestants will you be getting for this year's pageant?
We are targeting for 25 candidates, boxing 25 candidates.
25 candidates so this year. So thank you so much, and Arvin, and mula sa Entertainment News Portal. Next question is from Sir Ferdinand Abizon mula sa Missology and Eventology. So, nasasagot na rin yung kanyang first question. Ito na lang, what is the main advocacy of this pageant?
Ang main advocacy natin, if what you mean by advocacy is the theme, every year, ang advocacy natin, ang mission natin is iisa po. Yun isang pag-alleviate ng ating komunidad, ang LGBTQ plus community. Ang pag-educate tungkol sa ating kasalinlan, ang pagsusulong ng ating mga karapatan, ang pagpapakita ng kagandahan ng trans-Pinay at pagpapakita ng ganda ng ating bansa. Pero every year po, ang tema is mag-iiba-iba. So for this year, ang tema po ay world equality. So I would like to say then that our advocacy for this year is towards world equality.
Alright, so thank you so much, Sir Ferdinand, for your question. Once again, from Missology and Eventology. So there you have it. So na-answer po ang questions mula sa ating mga press who are here. Meron pa tayong last. Okay. So we have here from PPP. And how will this pageant advance the movement for the LGBTQIA+ in the Philippines, especially the passing of the SOGI bill?
Of course, as everybody here on stage is a member, are proud members of the Rainbow Flag. We are supportive, we will be supporting, and we will not stop supporting hanggat hindi po ipapaasa at ipapaaprobahan ang lahat ng tungkol sa karapatan natin, including tong social. So, kung paano namin magagamit ang ating organisasyon, I'll be honest, hindi pa po namin alam kung paano, but we are willing to work hand in hand with the right organizations, with the right companies, with the right institutions, and with the right entities para po ma-achieve natin ang goal. And that is, of course, equality for everyone.
Okay, so next question, Ms. Michelle, is we expect that trans pageanting in the Philippines is more fabulous than the established national pageants in the country. Should we expect less?
No.
Of course, we should expect more.
No! Hindi po. Sorry. With all, we may sound bragging, pero we only would like to give, serve, and present the best ever trans pageant that anyone can imagine. Despite the pandemic, I'd just like to set as an example what we are doing right now. Nasa gitna tayo ng pandemya, but look at us. Nasa Crystal Palace, look at us all. We are all happy. This is a good sign that Miss International Philippines is to stage not less than very good. But we are to achieve perfection. So tulungan niyo po kami.
Yeah, so thank you so much for your question. Sa ating PPP so totally agree with that. So we are expecting a great and world-class pageant given the venue of Crystal Palace. And of course, with our Exicom and the help of our previous queens, talaga namang world-class ang ating inaasahang pageant. Yan. So na naman, ang ating makakausap yan, sa ating press con ay ang ating mga friends from the press also via Zoom. So they have also questions. So let's start with Sir Amir mula sa Missology PH. Good afternoon, Sir Amir.
Hi, hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Amir from Missology. I just want to ask the organization, aside from showcasing the beautiful trans woman to the world, so far, what is your greatest contribution to the community?
Staging Miss International Philippines in itself is a gift to the trans Pinay. Yung magpunta lang po sa atin ang prangkisa after 16 years ng staging po ng Miss International Queen is I guess the first na gift na ibibigay natin sa ating trans Pinay. Nasabi nga ni Mami Ching na the reason why she said yes to collab with me and Director Justine and all of us is because gusto natin ibigay ang regalo ng pageantry, ang regalo ng glitz and glamour ng Miss International Queen. Ayaw natin maiwan sa listahan ng bakit ang Pilipinas, knowing na tayo ay powerhouse, bakit tayo is walang Miss International Queen? So, this in itself, I guess, is the first gift that we would like to give. We are giving sa ating community po.
All right, so
thank you. And I have one more question. Is it okay?
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
Sir Amir.
I just want to ask Miss Justine. Hi, Miss Justine. As a famous stylist and part of the Exicom, I just want to know, do you already have a concept of style in your mind to show comes finals night? Is it more of like a Filipino culture or what is?
Actually, for our coronation night, we are showcasing like a modern Filipina trans Pinay. So it's a twist of like old classic Pinoy trans and a modern one. So ayun po yung hinahanap namin ngayon.
Okay, so
Congratulations and good luck to all the organization. Congrats po. God bless.
Thank you so much once again to Emir from Missology PH. And now, our next question is coming from Tito Norman. Hello, Tito Norman. How are you? And Tito Norman, how are you?
Hello, CJ.
Tito
Hello
Norman.
to everyone there. Good afternoon. My first question is to the beautiful Justine Aliman first.
Hello, Justine. Can you hear me, Justine? Say hi to me, Justine.
Okay, this is my question to you. We all know that you are the head stylist of Catriona when she won Miss Universe in Bangkok back in 2018. Now that you are part of the executive committee, image branding for Miss International Queen Philippines, are you pressured to deliver the same kind of success that you've done for Catriona, because it will be the same country? You'll be styling our representative for MIQ. Is there any pressure on your part, or how are you preparing yourself for that challenge?
As MIQ alumni, actually, parang ano na ko sa semi-pressured pressured at the same time kasi isa rin ako sa member ng LGBTQI+. So, kailangan ko mag-elevate din yung styling pagdating sa trans pageant. So, ayun lang din, iba yung style kay Catriona bilang Miss Universe 2018. Iba rin ipapakita ng style for our, of course, first ever Miss International Queen Philippines. So, ayun po, Tito Norman.
Okay, thank you, Justin. CJ, I have a second question for Michelle, Miss Michelle Montecarlo, our Queen Michelle. I am very happy because this professionalizes everything about a representative to MIQ. So my question is there, again, pressure to, is there any pressure on your part to bring back the Miss International Queen crown of the Philippines in your first try as the national director for the Philippines? Kumbaga, para bang, I'll give an example. When Cory Quirino took over Miss World Philippines before 2012, she promised that she will get the Miss World crown within 3 years. She was able to get that on the first year as National Director for the Philippines of MIQ. What can you claim at this point na magagawa mo as National Director for the Philippines of MIQ? Michelle.
Hello po, Tito Norman. Nice to meet you po. I can't wait to see you in person. So sad that you can make it here, but very grateful that you graced this event via Zoom po. Maraming salamat po. And with your question po, in all honesty, ako po'y kinakabahan, ako po'y napipressure, ako po'y natataranta, ako po'y nahihirapan. Kasi ang goal ko po is not just to stage a pageant. Ang goal ko po is maibalik sa atin ang corona. It was last 2015 when Miss Trixie Maristella bagged the coveted title of Miss International Queen. It's long overdue. It's been 6 years na po. And with your question na, do I have the confidence to bring back that crown? I would love to say yes, I have the confidence, and that's my goal. That's our goal po, is maibalik ang corona sa atin. And you might ask, saan ko nakukuha ang lakas at ang confidence na maibabalik ko ang corona sa atin? Ang lakas ko po ay nasa nahuhugot ko sa MIQ Philippines Team Executive Committee. Sila po ang gumagabay sa akin at kayo po ang press. Pag nakikita ko po na maraming nagla-like sa Facebook, maraming nag-share ng mga post po ng Miss International Queen Philippines, pag marami pong nag-i-inquire, yan po nagpapatatag po talaga sa akin na gusto pala talaga nila, interesado pala sila. Kasi po kahit ano pong gawin namin paghihirap, kahit ano pong gawin ko pag-invite sa inyo at pagsumikap, kung wala po akong nakikita, kung wala po kami nakikita maganda at positibong response sa fans, sa countrymen, sa LGBT community, ay baka po huminto na po ako. But because I can see and we can feel all your support po, Tito Norman and all the press who are here, I am confident. Opo, first time po natin i-stage ang MIT Philippines, but I am confident, I will say this again po, I am confident with all your help, we will be able to bring back, and we will bring back the crown this 2022 po. Thank you, Tito Norman.
Congratulations, Michelle. Na-excite ako sa inyo. Na-excite ako. Suportado kayo 100%. Thank you so much.
Salamat po.
Thank you so much for your question, Tito Norman Tino. Ayan. And we have a last question from Tita Lavinia of the Titas of Pageantry.
Hello, good afternoon, CJ. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations. I just want to ask, because this is something that's quite common in pageantry these days, your challenges or events or materials before the finals, are these going to be available on free platforms, or do we have to pay or download other apps, or maybe go through paid online voting for some of your challenges, if there are any?
Nice to meet you po, Tita. Tita sa pageantry.
Nice to meet you po.
Maraming salamat po sa pagpapaunlak sa aming invitation po na maging part kayo ng press conference po natin. You are right in saying that we are facing and we will be facing pa po ng mga challenges kung paano natin maisa yung tablado ang Miss International Philippines. So, yung kung paano po natin to i-stage, ang goal po talaga natin is magkaroon talaga ng face-to-face offline pageant, not an online pageant. If worst comes to worst po, na meron pa rin restrictions, gagayahin po natin, hindi gagayahin, maggagawin po natin inspirasyon ang Miss Universe Philippines, that we would stage our first ever Miss International Philippines without a live audience. And we are talking with some of platforms, media platforms, where we can, what do you call this, put on air or be a partner po sa atin para ma-stage online and offline ang ating pong pageant. Just for an example, like we are now in the process of processing our partnership with KTX. That's one of our plans po para makakapanood din po yung mga taong hindi makakapunta sa ating venue. Thank you po, Tita.
Thank you so much.
I think meron din pang tanong po si Tita Lavinia. Meron daw po bang like app that you will be using that the audience or supporters can vote like that?
For that, yung mga voting, ganyan, we are still in the process of finalizing things. But with the question regarding kung paano mapapanood ang ating patimpalak, offline and online, like the KTX.
Okay, I think the question here then is do you have like a network partner which it can be televised?
As of now, we're planning
okay.
The network partnership.
So looking forward talaga tayo. So marami pang mangyayari because August pa lang and we are expecting the pageant on November, the grand finals. And I hope nasagot po ang question ng ating people from the press. If you have additional questions, I think you may approach our Exicom personally. So thank you so much once again to our Exicom and of course to our queens, to Ms. Justine, our stylist. Yan. Salamat po sa inyong mga katanungan. So, ayan, pwede po kayong mag-take ng photos if you want.
Ganda ikaw year sa harap na lang. Miss Justine, how much was of MIT?
2013 po.
Philippines?
Philippines. Ayun, you can follow us din po sa socials namin, sa Instagram and sa sa YouTube channel and of course, Facebook page po. Miss International Philippines.
And then last, Miss Michelle, kailan namin pwede malaman yung official candidates ng MI po?
Yes po. Yung announcement po ng official candidates po would be in the first quarter of September. Kasi po 31 po, August 31 ang last submission. So by the first week of September po, early September po is i-announce natin siya para makapaghanda ang ating lucky 25 candidates sa makapag-prepare po sila sa pageant.
May bayad na 15,000.
Alright, so I think okay na po ang ating question and answer portion. So thank you so much for giving your questions, and we hope that na-answer naman to ng ating Exicom and our queens. So thank you so much Miss Michelle, Miss Jean, and queens for answering all the questions. So alam niyo na, iba talaga ang prestige ng Miss International Queen Pageant. Kaya naman to all the aspiring Miss International Queens, good luck. So para mas ma-inspire pa kayo, lalo, here's the reigning Miss International Queen 2020. So here's a message from Miss Valentina Flucher from Mexico. Let's all watch this.
Mabuhay Philippines! I'm Valentina Flucher, Miss International Queen 2020, and I have a very special message for my Filipino LGBTIQ+ community from here, my home, your home of course, here in Mexico City. I want to congratulate you all for your first Miss International Queen Philippines Beauty Pageant by the hand of your new national director, the amazing Michelle Montecarlo. I'm sure this will be a mark, this will be a new beginning for the trans community in Philippines. Remember that you already have two amazing queens, Kevin Ballot and Trixie Maristella, two icons that represent you all around the world, and you can get your third one. So, for the candidates, congratulations! You are running for the crown. You are a step closer to represent your whole country in the next Miss International Queen. So, do yourself, and don't forget to always introduce you with your true self. That's very important.
There you have it. That was Miss Valentina Flucher from Mexico, the Miss International Queen 2020. And we have another important message from the Miss International Queen headquarters. So here's a message again from the president of Miss International Queen, Miss Alisa Pantusa. So let's all watch this again.
Mabuhay, Philippines. Greeting from the official Miss International Queen office in Thailand. I'm Alisa Pandusak, chairman of the Miss International Queen organization. I would like to welcome you to the family of Miss International Queen. Miss International Queen is aimed to promote human rights, equality for all since 2004 for the global understandings. I wish to thank Miss Jean Lumaban and Miss Michelle Montecarlo, the director of the Miss International Queen Philippines, for making this the most prestigious crown for the Philippines. I would like to wish you every success for Miss International Queen Philippines. To promote equality for all, which has been our ongoing agenda to attain world equality. Thank you.
Here you have it, the president of Miss International Queen, Miss Alisa Pantusa. So now we have another person zooming live in Pattaya, Chonburi, Thailand. So let's welcome the manager of the Miss Tiffany Show and Miss International Queen. Please welcome Mr. Songkiat Chongchitapor. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Songkiat.
Thank you so much for having me here, and it's so great to be here in front of you. And of course, it's I'm so thrilled and so happy to see Miss
I think nagkakaroon tayo ng audio problem with our... Hello, sir. Sangket.
Hello, can you hear me at all?
afternoon, everyone. So, international queens as well.
Alright, so I think, ayan, babalikan na natin si Sir Sungget. Medyo nagkaroon talaga ng audio problem. Ayan, so ayan, hi na lang sir. Ayan, sir, we understand na magkakaroon ng konting audio difficulty. Once again, the manager of Miss Tiffany Show and Miss International Queen, Mr. Songket Chongchetaporn.
Babalikan na natin si Sir Sungget. Medyo nagkaroon talaga ng audio problem. Ayan, so ayan, hi na lang sir. Ayan, sir, we understand na magkakaroon ng konting audio difficulty. Once again, the manager of Miss Tiffany Show and Miss International Queen, Mr. Songket Chongchetaporn. So there you have it. Our press conference have come to an end. And we would like to thank you and sa lahat po ng nakasama natin na press for today who graced our event despite of the traffic and heavy rain. Nandito pa rin po kayo at sinamahan kami. And we hope that you will all follow the journey of Miss International Queen candidates on this prestigious pageant. So this is just the first of many. So before we end this event, let me give the floor to MIQ Honorary Advisor and Producer, Ms. Jing Lumaban, for her closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Press, and also to those attended for the Zoom. Maraming pong salamat. Asahan niyo po ang kauna-unahang pinarangerize natin, MIQ Philippines, ay magbibigay karangalan sa Pilipinas. Yan po ang aming pinapangako at pinapangarap. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay po tayo na.
Alright, so at this point, thank you so much, Ms. Jing, and we would like to request our Exicom and Queens to go here at the center for a photo op.